New study, a little bit shocking here, from the International Journal of Cardiology. Cardiovascular risk and prevention puts forth evidence suggesting abortion is an independent risk factor for cardiovascular disease, which is the leading cause of death among women. Researchers analyzed the medical records of over 1 million Medicaid-eligible women examined between 1999 and 2014, finding there was an 18% increase of cardiovascular disease among women whose first pregnancy resulted in a pregnancy loss. Talk further about this, let's bring in our guest, co-founder and president of Life Issues Institute, Bradley Mattis. Sir, what do you make of this study? Is there enough to provide a cautionary tale for those who think abortions don't hurt the mother?
Oh, absolutely. And what it does is it supports other research. This one stands out, however, in the width and breadth of the research. They looked at over 1 million records of Medicaid eligible women. So we know that information is accurate. And it shows that they compared groups of women, depending upon whether they had cardiovascular disease or not, or pregnancy loss or not before a live birth. And in one case, women who had a case of CVD, as we call it, prior to a full-term live birth, they increased their chances of CVD by twice in the 6 months after the birth of that child. It is ominous information, and they should be alerting women to the risk, including abortion.
That's crazy. Now, let me just ask you that maybe it's an obvious question, maybe it isn't. Why do you think there's reticence in the medical community to come out and talk about this possible correlation? Why?
Well, anything associated with abortion is politicized. Science goes out the window. Anything to protect an extreme pro-abortion agenda. It's interesting that the American Heart Association has been alerting women who miscarry to the risk of cardiovascular disease later after a full-term birth. But will they also inform women to the risk if they have an abortion? That remains to be seen, and I'm not holding my breath, frankly.
Well, you know, it just goes to show you some people have an agenda and they don't care how much human tissue they have to sacrifice to fulfill that agenda. Speaking of which, presidential candidate RFK Jr. reminded everyone that he is indeed a Democrat. Yesterday, he backed unrestricted full-term abortion. Again, if a mother wants to slaughter a baby in utero that is full-term, RFK Jr. says, go ahead, kill it. What's your reaction, sir?
Well, this is a gift to Republicans. We have some clarity that isn't shared very often about the radical agenda of pro-abortion Democrats. And what Republicans need to do is ask their political opposition in campaigns where they stand on abortion. Is there any abortion that they would allow a law to protect the unborn? And I think when it boils down to it, if you nail their feet to the floor, then they're going to come up with the same rhetoric, the same beliefs, the radical beliefs that Robert Kennedy is.
Well, Mr. Mattis, let me just ask you, medically speaking, if a child is carried full term, could be delivered and live, is there any medical reason at all to kill that baby? Would there be any negative impact to the mother for not having that baby either through C-section or through natural birth? Is there any medical reason to slaughter a child 9 months in utero?
You know, seasoned OBGYNs have long said that they're, in this day and age, with medical abilities like C-sections that you mentioned, there is no reason to kill a baby late in pregnancy for the health of the mother. Procedures can be done where we can take care of both patients, both the mother and her unborn child.
All right, Bradley Mattis, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate the time.